I become King George. And I got all the rights then. And when I stand on the mountain and I say, do it, it gets done. If it don't get done, then I'll move on it. And that's the last thing in the world you want me to do.
They're extra-dimensional beings that they are not what they claim to be.
Your life with dignity. Don't lay down with tears and agony. Living, you're looking at death. It only looks. Living is much more difficult.
You know, most of them don't assume you're actually going to kill them. Most of them assume it's a rape or something like that.
It was like anybody was fair game.
It did not matter. Blood is blood. It didn't matter man, woman, child.
At first, they thought it was a pack of savage dogs. But when they looked closer, they knew it was humans.
We lift the curse. Say it! We lift the curse.
We lift the gates.
Of fire and death.
We lift it.
Oh, this is not nice. Judgment! Judgment! Say it!
We lift the curse.
On her?
On her!
Future generations.
Future generation!
Welcome, everyone, to the Evil Examine podcast. It is extreme horror author Aaron Beauregard as a host and JP Bloodborne, and then two of our very specialist guests returning as they were here last week, and we broached the Skepticism 101 Part 1 with John The Skeptic. Incredible. Just crushed it last week. Just crushed everyone's hopes. I loved it. And Big Daddy Bass.
What's up?
And we want to thank everyone who's checking out the YouTube videos. We appreciate you. If you are liking the content, go ahead and subscribe. Click the alerts button. Leave some comments. We'll check it out. We appreciate it all. And then you can always go and subscribe on the podcast feed, iTunes, Spotify, whatever platform you like. And a like or a review and a rating really helps us out. But if you really want to help us out with some of the show costs and the website costs, you can head over to www.evilexamine.com. And if you scroll down on the homepage, there's an area to donate. And it's greatly appreciated if you think what we're doing is relevant in the slightest.
Join that evil army.
Join the evil army.
We're up to 2 right now.
Yeah. It's like... I mean, I don't know what war we're going to fight with that, but it's going to be bad. So, but we thank you guys as usual, and very excited to get into part 2 of Skepticism 101. We've got a few more questions for John the Skeptic, and then a little exercise that I think should be pretty interesting. So let's get right into it. Pick up where we left off. Next, I wanted to talk to John about reincarnation. Can you travel from one life form to another afterlife? Is it a slight possibility of this? I know this kind of ties into life after death, but sort of a different animal. So I thought we would talk about this one.
I mean, reincarnation exists in the, the molecules that make up your body get used to do other things. But it doesn't exist in any kind of like functional manner where your spirit would inhabit something else in a karmic way.
But do you think karma makes sense, or do you just think it's tomfoolery?
Do I think karma makes sense? No, not really. I don't think that there's any type of tally of the things that you do in a cosmic way that would affect what happens to you.
I agree with you.
But, I mean, you should still do good stuff and not bad stuff.
Why? If there's no repercussion?
For the most part. Because it's nice and it makes people happy.
That is nice, yeah. But what do you think about like stuff like the children who remember past lives? Have you ever heard about any of that stuff? Is that all horse shit to you?
Yes, it's all horseshit to me.
You covered that before.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you. So here's the thing, Aaron. You're working from a point of like, you've got all this information about these things, right? So you're trying to set me up with these questions, and I just don't have. I don't have the amount of knowledge, nor do I ever plan on acquiring the amount of knowledge it would take to like kind of
combat you.
Yeah, in any type of way that most people would find effective. Because I just don't care.
Yeah.
And
so you're wasting your time.
But I mean, I can say for myself that I think it's a load of horse shit. But I'm sure you have some nuggets and little tidbits about people that seem to have experienced those things.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that it's all. I just think there's some like uncanny sort of stories about it that are like very bizarre, and like if you guys want to hear more about that, I think it's episode 4, The Children Who Remember Past Lives from season 1. So
I think I was on that one.
No, you
wasn't it?
You weren't. Daron was actually.
That was a good episode.
Because I remember Katie talking about it maybe at another point on another episode.
Yeah, I think we've talked about it, but that was like a super deep dive, and it goes into like very specific cases of children. But I'm not gonna drop the 20-piece McNugget on you today. It's just it takes the wind out of my sails when you.
Well, when I lay your scheme bare like that.
Listen, what we do on the Evil Examine podcast is we entertain. That's
fine.
We're entertainers, allegedly, but to a few people who think it's entertaining. But
we're like radio wrestlers, right?
Yeah, pretty much, brother. But.
You're asking me for $20 when I have to save money for my wedding, or my fiance needs some money for this or that.
You dumb son of a bitch! What the fuck? You can buy with $20. Wow, what do you think?
Find something. You can find something.
Slap your face again and make me mad.
But all right, fucking reincarnation, a complete load of horse shit. Moving on, simulation theory. Is everything that we experience just some sort of bizarre technology? Are we just? Is it possible that we're just all a program?
It is some bizarre. It's your brain, which is like the bizarrest technology in the world.
Yeah. So you think that simulation theory is possible? That like we are all sort of the construct of some program or matrix?
No,
potentially.
I don't think that's what it is. I don't think that's what existence is.
But does it kind of make sense though? Can you fit it in and say like, I could see why maybe people think that, or or is it complete horse shit?
No, because it's not horseshit. It's a cool thing to think about, and it makes cool stories and movies and stuff. Because your brain is a really weird thing, and it does when you're sleeping. It does stuff, and you feel like when you're in a dream, you feel like certain things are happening to you. So it's really easy to make that leap and say, well, if I dream like that, maybe everything's a dream, and maybe what I think is reality is really a dream and I'm asleep somewhere, or maybe I don't exist and I'm just a figment of some monstrous creature's imagination, or all those kinds of things that, you think about when you're high or when you're, not high or whatever. Because brains are really weird and no one understands how they work. So there's a lot of room for, thinking about things and imagining
theories,
what things could be like.
And I think as video games evolve too, like you start looking at it and you're like, oh man, life is kind of like a game in some ways,
To certain
and like
rules.
as they get like so, I don't know, high tech, you know what I mean, and just like it is an alternate reality almost that's being created, and so it makes you wonder if that's what this all is,
And maybe the weird stuff we experience is like glitches in the programming. Maybe that's why it's unexplained.
What do you think, Daddy Bass? I'm really interested to hear your opinion on this, honestly.
I think John has a point. I think the brain's just there's no simulation.
You don't think
It's
so?
kind of a depressing thought, though, that you're just like a cog in someone's machine, you know?
Yeah.
Well, reality is really hard to define, isn't it? And it changes from person to person. It's like they have their own instance of reality.
Yeah, and I think also, you know, it's just like it would make life seem so meaningless if that was the case. But a lot of people like really like lend credence to that. Like I think Hawking was really believed in that. Like he said, it was like a 50% chance that he thought that
Based off of science, right?
Sure.
Calculations.
But I don't know. It's just something I heard. We should do an episode on that too.
Yeah.
We haven't hit that yet. I think that would be cool.
I would definitely hit that.
But so you're on the fence on this one.
No, I'm not on the fence. I don't think that reality is a simulation of any kind.
It's total horseshit. That aspect of it.
I mean, portions of it aren't horseshit, but as far as our entire reality being some sort of simulation, no, I don't believe that. But I believe that the brain is weird and reality can be difficult to define, and perception plays into that because it's really what we're experiencing isn't the world. We're experiencing
our way of interacting.
Yeah, because we're interacting with it. Obviously, our bodies are touching things, but even that is your brain making sense of it. So there's always that kind of veneer between you and actual reality, whatever the fuck that is. But there's always something in between you that's your brain, your senses, and how you experience it is always going to be there and kind of color how you experience things. So that can make things strange and weird sometimes, especially if, depending on the person's brain.
Sticking with technology.
Okay.
Killer robot takeover. Do you think that, if we become too self-reliant on AI, that the robots could take over and wipe out humanity?
Maybe.
Whoa.
I don't know. I mean, that would be kind of far in the future. I don't really know a lot about AI and exactly. I mean, people say AI, but it's not artificial intelligence really in the way. It's like an artificial part of intelligence. It's like, computers can do like maybe one thing that our brain right now can do. So they're specific, but it's not like, I have no idea how close we are to really approximating an actual human brain. We're probably super far away from doing something like that. Or maybe not. Like I said, I don't know a ton about it. But
you've seen Terminator, though.
Right. Anytime you say artificial intelligence, everyone automatically goes to like, iRobot or C-3PO or some kind of robot that acts like a person, when really artificial intelligence is like, Google stealing everyone's information.
So boring, right? Yeah. But do you ever see the videos of like this cyborg AI people, and they're like, "Yeah, we will take over," and shit like that?
No, I don't know.
That's kind of creepy, huh?
I've seen that, yeah.
What's creepy is the shit they're making up at those robot dogs.
Oh, that's creepy.
Oh, that's just
it's like Black Mirror.
Black
like,
Mirror.
Come to life.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So, do I think it's possible? Perhaps at some point in time. I'll be long dead by then.
Like if we become overly reliant on it for a long period of time, it could be.
None of us have to worry about that, and probably none of our kids or grandkids or great-grandkids either.
Thank you for saying that.
So you're good.
We're happy about that.
You know, it's funny. Everyone thinks about Terminator and shit like that, but the Matrix was about robots and AI, right? Putting us in a deep sleep, kind of.
Yep.
And taking our emotions and information and all that stuff and programming us. Same shit.
That's fucked up too.
What if we're already in the Matrix and you're like, oh, they'll be in the years from now, but we're in deep sleep right now.
What a mind-blowing concept, though, the Matrix, huh?
It is the most advanced Windows program ever developed.
Wait, Windows?
The machines run the Matrix on Windows XP, subduing the human race while they harvest us for energy. Lean back.
I just have to wait for the hourglass to go away. Okay.
Which one of these is the USB?
I think that one. No, that one.
Is this a monitor cable or a printer cable?
I think they both have screws, right?
That was just a game changer.
Oh, yeah.
But, all right, now to a less technologically based...
there you go, you got it.
Thank you. Possession. Do you believe that people can be held under the control of another entity and potentially harm themselves or others?
No. I think people can convince other people to do things. I think there's...
But I mean like an entity, though.
No. But
Like
I don't
a
believe in
demon.
entities, so I don't believe that an entity could do anything.
Yeah, I was running out of questions, so we did broach that last week. But possession is a different one too, because I don't know. You see a lot of like modern exorcism videos too, and some of them are just fucking hilarious. Like actually, in the intro to Evil Examined, we have one. What was his name? Bill. Do you remember his name?
I forgot.
You know what I just did, don't you?
My balls.
He's amazing now, and
Genius.
he's just like the judgment. Yeah, release the demons. So we quite enjoy those for entertainment, but there are some people that say like, you know, they're legitimately possessed.
But possessed by what? Because is it just spirits, aliens, demons?
Mental illness. It could be, right? It could be any of them.
Yeah.
But to John, it's just mental illness, right?
Yeah, makes the most sense.
Probably, most likely.
Yeah. I tend to lean that way,
I
too.
agree with John on this one.
Spontaneous human combustion? Do you believe that
Yes,
people can
I believe
just...
that happens.
Really?
No, I'm just kidding.
Ah, damn.
Yo, we were
God, he got us.
Yo.
We got
Fuck.
We got got.
You're getting scammed, D.
It's not a scam.
You walked into a room that you could have walked out of with a free set of golf clubs, but instead, you got.
Hey, I say we get ourselves a new pair of golf clubs, huh?
Yeah, well, we won't get got, though. We gonna get. See, D, people like us, we don't get got. We go get.
That's right. You won't see us getting scammed.
No way.
So you don't think people could just disintegrate into ash out of the blue?
No. I don't think so.
There's some pretty wild cases of that, though. We did an episode on spontaneous human combustion, and let me tell you, it really tickled the pickle.
Those photos were pretty disturbing, too.
Yeah, it's like people will be burned to ash and like just a piece of their leg.
Nothing else.
Nothing else. And like the stuff around them is not burnt or anything. It's just
really weird.
Very bizarre.
For Frank, this was only the beginning, and the medical profession were no help.
The doctor was completely baffled, and he said, looking at it, Frank, this burned from the inside out. And he said, I've never, ever seen anything like this.
It's like their atoms just blew up.
Yeah. So,
but
that's bullshit to you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. Are you gonna be able to get them?
I mean, get me.
Some Pokemon shit.
Well, do you believe it's a possibility that birds aren't real?
I heard about that.
Have you heard of this theory?
No, I don't believe it.
Let me explain.
No,
this.
I've heard of it. Oh, you're going to explain it.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You've heard of it though, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. So, we talked about it at the Evil Examined anniversary party.
For the listeners.
But the theory alleges that between 1959 and 2001, that the government killed off all birds and replaced them with surveillance drones. What do you guys think?
All birds?
Fuck out of here. Stupidest one we've heard so far.
Yeah. I've eaten chicken, so I know that that's not.
Oh, like flying birds though, and like pigeons and like these birds all around my house.
Yeah, like the birds we just seen fly by.
Yo, they're listening to us.
It's a fucking conspiracy.
They're onto us.
My mom had a pet bird. Was that a spy?
I don't know.
He was stupid though. Ooh. Maybe to let our guard down and shit.
He's just filming
say,
you while you beat off into and shit.
Pretty bird.
Pretty bird. Yeah, can you say pretty bird? Pretty bird. Yes, pretty bird. Pretty bird. Polly, want a cracker?
Pretty bird, pretty bird.
It's just some dude in the office like recording and shit.
So that one's, I think we all agree. Sounds pretty,
this one's not
pretty ludicrous. But if you do want to support the movement, you can go to the Birds Aren't Real page and buy T-shirts and hats. I kind of want that though.
It's got to be a
That's
gag. The entire thing has to be a gag. Really. Some
We're
dude
just trying to
thought
make
it
some
up.
money.
Some dude thought it up and was like, "This is funny," and I'm going to pretend that I think it's real.
Yeah.
And start a thing and
Supposedly though, I because I Googled a few different things when I was doing this, and there was like a spread where he swears like that he believes it's real. Yeah. But
Mental illness.
it still could, yeah, it could be mental illness. Or,
A lot of these it's leading to mental illness.
like, we've just been talking about mental illness for 2 hours now.
I'm becoming more skeptic by the second. Thank you, John, for teaching me your ways.
It's infectious.
you're welcome.
Well, to say all birds, what about some birds?
Yo, some birds aren't real. That's true. Because there are some like robotic birds, right?
I've seen in Discovery Channel. They have the like robotic animals to infiltrate like the animal kingdom.
See how they act and stuff.
Yeah. And they already have technology where it looks like like mosquito. They fly it around.
That makes sense because nowhere in the theory did they say that all birds. They do say just birds aren't real.
Oh, it's not all birds? Because I thought you said it.
It says birds aren't real. Well, it does say as part of the theory that the government killed off all birds during that time frame. You know what I mean?
I don't believe that.
But it's like, why would they even need to kill them off? Couldn't they just infiltrate them? You know?
It's smarter to just have a few.
Yeah.
That way, no one suspects anything. Eventually, one of those robotic birds will malfunction and someone will find them. But if you have like just a few.
So I feel really dumb, even kind of like engaging.
Welcome to Evil Examined.
Can you imagine the effect that would have on the ecosystem if no birds existed? Like if they were all replaced with robots? Like no insects that birds eat would get eaten. Nothing that eats a bird as prey would be able to eat that. It would like destroy, like the earth would be uninhabitable after a certain amount of time if no birds existed. It would just like everything would gets fucked up.
There'll be
like
overpopulation.
Insects would go out of control.
Yeah.
Disease because all these mosquitoes that weren't getting eaten by birds.
I love it when they eat the mosquitoes.
We talked about it in the Corona episode, right, where they had ducks lined up to fight the locusts.
That's right.
What I think it was the Corona episode.
Yeah, it was.
So birds are necessary. They're really necessary.
So like,
what ended up happening with that? They just completely disappeared.
Yeah.
The locusts. What happened with them?
They stopped talking about it. I don't know. I don't know how it resolved. But that's pretty crazy. It was eating all the crops and stuff.
Yeah.
But all right, speaking of stupid, how about flat Earth, John? What do you think? Is it possible?
No, it's not possible.
Why do you believe that, though? Why are you so sure?
Because I have eyes. Because I've been to the beach. I don't know. There's 1,000 reasons.
Yo.
Foolery.
But they say science can't prove neither side, right? They can't prove that it is flat. They can't prove that it isn't.
Without all the images
Well, I mean, if you
from
don't
outer
believe,
space.
if you don't believe that human beings have been in outer space, then
Yeah.
Well, let's just tie it into my next question. Was the moon landing a hoax?
No.
Oh,
It wasn't a hoax.
it's real.
That's great. I'm glad you
don't
brought that up.
First of all, you don't even to go back to the flat Earth thing.
Oh shit! Settle down, guys.
You got a
These are
bone
the
to pick.
fucking.
You got him worked up now.
You don't even need to go into outer space to prove that it's nonsense.
In my little brain, you do. But can you enlighten me?
Well, you go to the beach and you watch. If the Earth was flat, you could see ships and stuff out in the ocean a lot longer than you could see them in reality because the Earth curves and they go around. Like things sink down below the horizon.
Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I feel like flat earthers got ammunition for you. I think we're gonna have to get you back on here and do a deep dive on this.
Does anyone know a flat earther?
Let's get Kyrie Irving up in this bitch.
Yo, AJ Styles,
Get him on.
you don't think that any parts of the moon landing were weird though? Like some of the doctored images that they used.
I don't know. No, I don't believe the moon landing was faked.
But you didn't look at any of it. I'm assuming either, right?
No,
because you don't care, and you're lazy. Is that?
That's the general. Yeah, I mean, but I don't. It wasn't faked. It happened.
How do you know though?
It did. I mean, it just did.
There you go. From the expert.
Yo, he's bringing the cold hard facts for you motherfuckers.
Yo, Johnny Boy ain't fucking around today.
For real.
He's just shutting this shit down like, nope. Yes.
All right. Well, that now brings us into the last question, really, that I have, which goes into a small exercise that will round out the show. The Mandela effect. Do you believe in the Mandela effect? Do you think there's any credence to it?
That's a good one.
And let me just say, just before, for the listeners, simply put, the Mandela effect is when a significant number of people remember something differently than how it actually happened. The theory is named after Nelson Mandela, the South African leader who died in 2013. But there's a lot of people who distinctly, yet mistakenly, remember Mandela dying in prison in the 1980s. And conspiracy theorists believe that the Mandela effect is proof of the existence of alternate universes. Whether you buy into the explanation or not, chances are you've probably experienced one of these common mismemories, which we're going to go through in a moment. But let's let John weigh in first.
Yeah, I definitely believe that happens. I don't believe it's proof in the existence of alternate universes because alternate universes likely do exist, but not in the way that they do in comic books and stuff. So
that's interesting.
But why do you think that there couldn't potentially be a connection with some of these nuances that are?
Because I think there's a simpler explanation. I think that things gain traction and people hear them and they believe them, and they're like me, they're lazy and don't care, so they don't research them any further, and they think that Nelson Mandela died at a certain time. They tell their friends that he died. It's here that he died, and everyone kind of just starts to buy it.
All right. Do you guys have anything to say on this?
Well, I don't want to. You have a whole bunch of examples, right?
Yeah, that I think it'll be a fun exercise, and we can start right now. So first, I want to ask you guys. I'll be revealing it on here for you in a second. But let's talk about peanut butter. What is the names of some different peanut butters?
Jiffy.
Yeah, Peter Pan, Jif, Skippy.
Okay, so Two of you just said Jiffy, and you said Jif.
It's Jiff.
Okay.
Oh, it's Jiffy.
Is it Jiff or Jiffy? I remember Jiffy.
So if you see here, there are people that swear it was Jiffy peanut butter back in the day, but we speculate they're combining Jif with its with its competitor Skippy, and calling it Jiffy. Or was there really a Jiffy? Because I was a Jiffy guy too. When I read this, I was like, oh yeah, it's Jiffy. So far, the general consensus was Jiffy.
My childhood is a
two
lie.
out of 3.
Okay.
Your childhood was a lie? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
So there's a famous cartoon with Bugs Bunny that consolidated many characters. It was like a show by the WB. Do you remember what it was called? Crazy, Looney
Tunes.
Looney Tunes.
How's it spelled?
The whole thing?
L.
Not the Looney part, the Tunes part.
I think it's TUNES.
T-U.
I thought it was TOONS.
I think it's TUNES, like tunes, like music.
Okay.
T-O-O-N-E-S.
So
Because tunes like cartoons.
Yeah, so you two say tunes and you say tunes, Tunes.
Yeah.
And it is tunes as so far John has hit both of them and you two have gone the other way. But the consensus so far still points toward the Mandela effect. 2 out of 3.
So the right one is the correct one?
Tunes.
Okay.
Not so TOONES. I'm sorry, TOONS is incorrect. TUNES is correct. And guys, as you're listening to, you feel free to play along and make your decision as we go through these.
So you'll be more interested if you guys had the same answer and I didn't because I'm younger. Maybe that had something to do with it.
You guys are closer in age, though.
Oh, maybe.
Bro.
Aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm only like
I
3,
didn't
I'm
mean
only
it
like
about-
3 years older than you, I think.
But I call
He
you
tries to get fucking cute and act like he's all young and sexy. I'm about to slap
I'm
this
sorry, I forgot
motherfucker.
because your name is Big Daddy.
Yo, what?
Because I'm like 15 or 20 years older than you guys.
No way.
How old are you?
I'm 36.
Okay, so 15 years older.
Maybe he wasn't
look
affected by
great.
the time shift.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
You guys are being nice.
Fuck, you
You
just
don't
blew my
look it.
mind.
I'm
Well,
51.
this is your show, you know? This is Skepticism
I
101.
thought you were definitely much younger than that.
Me too.
Thanks.
You're very sexy.
Thanks.
I already told
Give
my
a shot to
editor.
the camera, please.
Spring chicken.
All right, this is cool. I like this one. This
Okay,
exercise.
so it's fun, right?
Yeah, hell yeah. This is awesome.
So there's a old book that had like a family of bears, the Bernstein Bears. Do you guys remember them as like a children's reading
Yeah.
book?
Yeah.
Yep.
What's the spelling of Bernstein?
I remember seeing this. I don't remember, but I remember that the first time I saw this, I got it wrong.
It's kind of a weird one to spell.
It's a like
I think it's B-E-E. 2 E's. It's not spelled like bear. Like everyone thinks it's spelled like bear because they're bears, but it's spelled differently than that. That's what I remember. But
I'm gonna go.
So it's spelled like beer or something?
I'm gonna go
I don't remember.
B-E-R
it might even have like an I in it or something.
S-T-A-I-N-S. Birch.
Okay.
People think it's spelled
No,
like B-E-A-R.
It's actually the Burns part of it, not the Bears part.
Right.
Burns.
No, I know.
B-E-R.
But people think that the Barons, they think it's the Berenstein Bears.
S-T-E-I-N. Aaron.
E-I-N?
Yeah, E-I-N, I think.
Okay, and
I have
that's...
no clue.
What about you?
I have no clue. I didn't.
Okay, that's fine.
I wasn't raised with.
And you're going with the last 4 letters?
I don't remember. It's not spelled like bear. That's how I'm going.
Okay.
It's not E-A.
Well, it doesn't really relate to those letters, but it's okay. This one's kind of tricky, so we'll just reveal it. Brian did give an answer, and he went with the Mandela effect because Bernstein Bears didn't exist. It was actually S-T-A-I-N.
Oh.
Damn, that's my first one. I should have just stuck with what I said.
So...
Yeah, that's a hard one.
The right one, the one on the right is correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the one on the left is what everybody
Barons
thinks it was.
stinks. Also, I was misspelling it anyways, so no surprise there though.
Right. But still, so far in the 3 rounds, the Mandela effect has prevailed.
Yeah, I was convinced that it was the E-I-N. for whatever reason, I was like, oh no, it's definitely EIN.
Let's move on to Curious George. Did he or did he not have a tail?
No.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he had a tail.
He had a tail?
I think so.
Fuck.
Tail was never there.
Oh!
So this time,
I got one right.
JP and Base, this is the only defeat of the Mandela effect so far.
Yeah, he's so cute. Yeah, I
He's
love,
mad
I
cute.
love Curious George. He used to be my favorite when I was a kid.
So there's a show that was famous on HBO about 4 girls, and they talked about who they were sleeping with.
The L word.
Oh, I know what that is.
And with Sarah Jessica Parker.
Oh,
Sex
in the City.
Sex
in the city.
Sex City. Sex
City.
Sex and the City?
Now you're
No.
getting me to. I think it's Sex in the City, but now
Sex
you're
in
getting,
the City.
Now you're getting me to think it's Sex and the City, but I think it's Sex in the City.
So Sex in the City.
Sex in the City.
Sex in the City. And what do you think it is?
Sex and the City.
Sex and the City? Okay. So we got 2 for In the City and 1 for And the City. And it was And the City. So everyone thinks it, and I was another person, Sex in the City is always what I thought it was. And I can even remember the fucking commercials, like, because they were inundating, and that's what I remember hearing. It's fucking weird.
Me too.
So that one, the Mandela effect wins again, 2-1. So far, we've only got one where the Mandela effect hasn't. So there's a air cleaner that you just spray in the air to make it all nice and fresh. What was that called?
Febreze.
Febreze. Yeah.
And how was it spelled?
F.A. Breeze.
F.A. Breeze, okay.
Yeah.
F.E.
But what's the whole spelling? Just tell me the whole spelling. Because you said F.A. Breeze, so I understand what your spelling is.
Yeah.
I'm going with John.
Which is F-A-B-R-E-E-Z-E. Is that what you guys are saying? Okay. Sure.
That's how I
Brian?
remember it.
We'll go F-E-B-R.
So E?
F-E-B-R, and what's the rest?
I don't remember. I don't know.
Like just like the word breeze though? F-E-B-R-E-E-Z-E. Is that what you're saying?
See, this is
S.
something.
I think it's got an S in there.
This is something, before you reveal it, this is something I would think someone was insane if they actually knew how to spell this correctly. If they could just remember it off the top of their head and know how to spell it correctly. Wait,
All right.
did I get it right?
No. Febreze, it is F-E-B-R-E-Z-E. There's no, it's not actually breeze.
Febreze. Fuck this shit. How about that?
So Mandela effect
Fuck breeze.
doesn't really prevail. That one I don't think we count because you guys had different suggestions that were neither. And then Brian couldn't really decide.
We're just really bad spellers. That's really what it comes down to.
It could be that.
Or you just, nobody cares how they spell their cleaning products.
I never, well.
So they look at it just maybe a little bit. I mean, it doesn't register as something that's important to remember.
That's true. I don't really care about cleaning stuff.
Yeah. No, these are just, I mean, they're not all going to be like, whoa, but there's a few of them that are pretty crazy. Now, there's a great song about a meat product. I wish I was
an Oscar Mayer
Oscar.
Wiener.
How's it spelled? Forget about Oscar, just the second word.
Meyer?
Yeah.
M-E-Y-E-R.
Yeah.
S.
It's M-A-Y-E-R, because I remember the old commercial.
I'll go with.
So we got 2 for M-E-Y-E-R and 1 for M-A-Y-E-R.
I think it's A, but I said E.
It is A, guys.
Because there was a commercial with a kid who spells it.
Oh.
Well, wasn't he a fucking brainiac?
First name is O-S-C-A-R.
Fuck that dude up.
My baloney.
Was it spelling bee?
Second name is M-A-Y-E-R.
Okay.
What about those lame ass shoes, Skechers? You remember those?
Yeah.
Can someone give a spelling?
I didn't know there was going to be this much spelling.
All right, we'll fly by some of the spelling ones, and we won't.
How do you spell Skechers? I would just spell like Sketcher, but I'm sure that's wrong.
Sketcher.
Yeah.
S. What about you?
Skechers. I would spell it just the way it sounds.
Skech, whatever.
I feel like there's an extra E. EE?
I don't think there's a T in it. But I'm an idiot, so.
Brian's right.
Huh?
There's no T in Skechers.
Oh, I did spell it right.
And that's the...
Cheer, yes. Okay.
That's sort of the reveal with that one.
I remember there being a T.
But everybody says it as Skechers.
Yeah.
Nobody says Skechers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whenever anybody says Skechers, there's always a T sound in it, but I knew that there wasn't.
Yo.
For whatever reason.
All right, what do you got next?
A breakfast cereal with Toucan Sam on it. What's it called?
Fruity Loops.
It's
right?
Fruit Loops.
And how's it spelled?
Yeah, Fruit Loops, yeah.
How's the fruit spelled?
Fruit?
The regular way of spelling fruit.
Yeah.
I'm saying that, but I'm sure that's not right.
Mandela effect prevails.
Yo.
It's FROOT.
Oh, fuck. Wow. Damn.
But people all think it's FRUIT.
What the fuck?
They're playing games with my life.
That doesn't look right, because I always remember the only thing having the cereal in it is the loops part, not the fruits.
That's bugged out, huh?
Yo, I don't like this game.
This is getting
my
this
life's
is getting
a
scary.
fucking lie.
We're in the Matrix, I'm telling you.
Yeah, maybe.
Popular game to play where you buy property and
Monopoly.
Okay, who's the rep for Monopoly?
What do you mean, the little bald guy?
The Monopoly man, right?
Monopoly man.
He wears money bags.
Do you know? Yeah, that he's always running with the money.
Yeah,
he has
his top hat.
He's like a little old man.
Does he wear anything else that's distinct that you guys can remember?
He has a black suit, top hat.
Doesn't they say he have a monocle, right?
Monocle, okay.
Monocle.
How many of you guys think he has a monocle?
He does.
He has a monocle.
He doesn't have a monocle.
He doesn't.
So we got two that say no, one that says yes. But you brought up the monocle without even me suggesting it.
Yeah, because I thought that it was there.
And he does not wear a monocle, but everyone thinks he does.
He looks better with it.
Yeah, he looks dope.
Right? Don't you think he had a monocle?
Sophisticated.
Why didn't we do the Henry VIII one?
Just because I didn't think people would connect with it really well.
What was it?
It was just that he had like a turkey leg in one picture, and it's like I don't even not even familiar with that picture.
Me either.
So it's like I thought it was.
It wouldn't resonate.
Does he have a turkey leg in it? Let's see the picture. What's the real picture? I'm interested. So people think he has a turkey leg, but he doesn't.
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
For anyone who wants, I mean, John's just hijacking the fucking show, but it's fine.
I saw Henry VIII.
It looks weird
and
with the
I was
turkey leg.
interested in what that had to do with the Mandela
I'm
effect.
just fucking around, dude.
He had a KFC drum.
You should give your listeners a little more credit that they have.
Well, it was
they
mostly,
might have some culture that you do not.
It was mostly you guys that I wasn't giving credit, but
Yeah, that's fairly so.
I can't ask a question to you guys. I mean, maybe you would have known it, Mr. Fucking Renaissance over here, but
Renaissance man.
Let's talk about something very near and dear to Gene, though, and I'm gonna be very interested what you say on this.
Oh shit.
Is there more than one color on Pikachu's tail? And if so, like, what does Pikachu's tail look like?
There's only two color. Well, yellow because
just
his
yellow.
body color, and then the weird stripe part is like a burgundy
No, it's
brown.
just yellow.
Pure yellow?
I'll say pure yellow because I have no idea.
There's two colors.
I'm dying to see.
So a lot of people think he has a black patch on his tail.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, see the burgundy, the brown.
Yeah, so you got it right. And it
Yeah.
sounds like you said just yellow.
Yeah, because I knew that everybody thought he had that black thing on there. So okay.
Yeah, but he doesn't. So that one, we beat the Mandela effect on that.
He
Go
does
ahead,
better
I'm
with
sorry.
The black thing though. A
Right,
lot of the time that meant like the other one looks better.
Right?
Yeah.
See, that's a weird one. That's a visual one. So there's some that are visual. There's some that are spelling. All right, Kit Kat. Is there a hyphen in Kit Kat?
No.
No.
Yes.
Fuck.
No hyphen in Kit Kat, guys.
Yes. Woohoo! We beat it.
I love Kit Kat.
So we beat the Mandela effect on that one. I'd say it's probably even now.
Yeah.
About, we're about 50-50 here. The Fruit of the Loom logo. What do you remember in the Fruit of the Loom logo?
The fruits.
Anything else?
No.
I don't know. I'm not.
Isn't there underwear in it?
Okay, you say underwear, you say fruit.
As far as the logo?
Yeah, like in that logo, is there anything else you remember in it?
There's a cornucopia of fruit.
Cornucopia?
And
All right.
fruit sitting on like underwear or something.
Something like that.
So you say cornucopia of fruit, and you say...
Fruit. I just seen fruit. I don't know. I don't really remember too well.
I don't remember the underwear, but I think there's fruit.
I just find it fucking fascinating that there's no cornucopia, but Gene brought up a cornucopia.
Oh, okay.
But there is no cornucopia.
Yo.
Nice. I got it right.
So I would say, John, you're in the middle. You didn't really have an answer that matched up.
He's like, I'm a Haynes guy.
You were, you were on one side of it, and you were on Mandela effect. So this one's a push. You know what I mean?
Really? I could have sworn I seen that.
Right?
Specific.
Because it's the Mandela effect, dude. It's an alternate universe, man. Okay.
Do you go into what caused it later on?
The boring fucking alternate universe. Oh,
why nothing cool happened like dragons?
Do I have superpowers or the dragons? No, it's just the Fruit of the Loom logo has a fucking cornucopia on it.
Cornucopia is criminally underutilized, though. Let's be fair.
It's a gorgeous thing.
Well, I thought cornucopia meant like an abundance, not necessarily whatever that
it does
brown
mean,
shit is.
It does mean an abundance.
Yeah.
But it's also that.
It's also that
thing.
Yeah.
Oh, it is too.
Words can mean more than one thing.
Okay.
That's where the
I'm getting learned.
The usage of it as an abundance comes from the fact that it is that thing. Because that thing is used in
to carry an abundance. Okay.
There's a cheesy cracker that's toasted that people love to eat.
Cheez-Its?
That's toasted?
Yep. So, okay. That's what we're talking about. Is that this? How do you remember the name?
I believe it's...
Spell it.
Two different words. It's cheese and then it.
C-H-E-Z.
And how's the end spelled?
Damn.
Because you said Cheez-Its, right?
It's all one word, actually.
I think that the turning point here, the flex point is that some people will say that there's a Z at the end, and I don't think that there is.
Okay, I think there is a Z at the end.
What about you?
I think so too. I don't know why.
So 2-1. John hit the nail on the head. Some people say there's a Z at the end. He said there is not. There is not. But we have two gentlemen here that thought there was.
I meant on just the cheese part of it.
Yeah, that's what I meant to.
Oh, okay.
Honestly.
So
I didn't think there was a Z after the IT.
Yeah, I didn't.
Okay, so then the Mandela effect loses this round.
Cheez-Its? Yeah, no way.
It doesn't look right.
Yeah.
Oreos came out with a fatter version with more cream.
Double stuff.
Double stuff.
How's it spelled? Don't spell double, just the second word.
S-T-U-F-F?
1 F.
Ooh.
So you say 2, you say 1. What do you say?
I think they try to get fancy with it and put a D at the end. So S-T-U...
1F?
1F.
What? That don't look
Well,
right.
that's what John said.
Oh,
You said
fuck.
2, fuckface, but...
I'm an idiot.
I put the D in it. Did you? I put the D in it.
So you're the neutral.
So
So
it's a push.
this round's a push, yeah.
Complete push.
Okay.
Stuff.
This one is not really a guess one, so I'm just going to show you guys. But Mona Lisa's smile. There's a lot of theories about this one, but many people claim that she used to have a more obvious smile. You see these two different pictures?
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys remember her smiling?
No, I don't really remember her looking.
They kind of look the same. I always thought it was a subtle smile.
I don't know. I think there's like so much better art nowadays than this, but whatever.
Okay, that's an interesting answer. Moving on.
I heard a conspiracy that's not actually a woman. It was his gay lover who had long hair.
Felipe.
Thank you for that.
His little boy lover.
It's very insightful. All right, so you guys, anybody Star Wars fans?
Yeah, I like Star Wars.
Do you guys know who C-3PO is?
C-3PO, yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know much about it personally, but what color or colors is he?
He's goldish.
Yeah, he's bronze.
Like, yeah, bronze, gold.
He's gold. He's just solid gold.
So we got 3 that say gold. All right. Taking your first answers, that way we can...
Right? The golden boy.
So he actually has a silver leg. And even the biggest Star Wars fans and Halloween costume sites get it wrong. The robot isn't all gold. He has a silver piece on his right leg.
Really?
Mandela effect strikes in totality.
How?
3-0. Now there's a show with cavemen, Fred and Barney Rubble. And what's the name of the show?
The Flintstones.
How's it spelled? Not the, obviously, but this is pretty easy.
Flint.
Flint.
And then Stones. The regular way of
Ston.
Yes.
Yeah.
So two T's?
Flint Stones.
I mean, there's no T. Flint. I don't know.
Do you guys think it has 2 T's or 1?
Oh, you know what?
As far as Flint?
I think there's no T. It's
Flint.
not Flint. It's just F-L-I-N.
Yeah,
S-T-O-N-E-S.
Flintstones?
Flintstones, yeah. Just 1 T.
1 T, 1 T.
Okay, 1 T in Stones, and that's it.
It's 2 T's.
What?
It is actually Flintstones, and it
Fuckers.
looks so bizarre.
That does not look right.
That doesn't look right at all.
No.
See, I had it right the first time, and because we're doing this game, I tricked myself into believing that it didn't have 2 T's in it.
How?
Flintstones, huh? That's pretty cool.
Because Flintstones makes sense.
It makes sense, but it looks off visually.
Right? It looks weird.
The logo looks fucked up.
John, do you know what chartreuse is?
What do you mean?
It's a color. Chartreuse. Am I saying it right? I might
Chartreuse?
Not. Chartreuse. Thank you. What color does it resemble?
It's yellow, I think.
Brian?
I have no clue.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it either.
Never heard of it.
Or green. One of those.
So, do you really? It's saying that most people think it's a magenta pink color, but in reality, it's a shade of green. So it was your second guess.
Yeah.
That one's a push.
I definitely didn't think it was pink.
Okay. There's a great movie, Forrest Gump, where Tom Hanks is sitting on a bench with a box of candy. What is the line he says?
Life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get, right?
What do you think it is?
Life is a box of chocolates.
What about you?
Yeah, I think he says life is like a box of chocolates.
That's it?
This is a fucking mind blower to me, too, because that's what I thought. But he says life was like a box of chocolates.
Was. Okay.
Was.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I went back and
because
listened to it.
He's talking in the past tense.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
Because he's sitting down next to this lady, and
Yeah,
everything
the
that
only-
happens in the movie is a flashback.
But he never says the next part.
He never says. No, he does. He just never says life is like a box of chocolates. That's what everyone remembers him saying.
Yeah.
Is.
But he says was because he's telling this lady about
It's in the
all these
past
things that
tense.
happen, yeah.
But that one's pretty crazy, right?
Yeah, it is.
Life was like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get.
Life was like a box of chocolates.
I love you, Jenny.
Bubba Shrimp.
I might not be a smart man, but I know what love is. I fucking love that movie.
All right, so Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. There's a wicked character who, at some point, stares into a reflective surface. The evil, Yeah. And what does she say into that reflective surface?
Mirror, mirror.
Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Okay, and then what about you? So you say mirror, mirror on the wall. What do you say?
Mirror, mirror.
Who's the fairest one of all?
Oh no.
It's a rhyme.
Mirror.
Just the beginning.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Fuck, I think that's wrong. Mirror, mirror on the wall.
Okay, what about you?
Maybe she only says mirror once. I don't remember.
Oh.
Well,
because it's supposed to rhyme.
Here's a mind blower. That line's not in the movie at all.
Mirror, mirror on the wall?
Yeah.
What is it then?
That wasn't a line in the movie.
She never talked to the mirror and asked who's the fairest one of all?
No.
Then why is it on the freaking Kingdom Hearts game?
It's not in the movie.
Really?
Yeah.
She says magic mirror on the wall.
Magic mirror on the wall.
Oh, okay. So she still says something around those lines, right?
Yeah. I mean, we'll have to look it up
mirror.
specifically, but I still remember mirror, mirror on the wall. You know what I mean? Like, that's very, like, burned into my head for some reason.
Yeah, same.
So the Mandela effect fucking analyzed us on that one.
Magic mirror on the wall.
Okay, so in the back to your Star Wars stuff, in the Star Wars movie, when Darth Vader goes up to Skywalker and makes his reveal, the classic iconic line, he says,
Luke, I am your father.
And you?
This is a trick one.
I think I heard about this one.
Look, I'm your father.
In the test determined.
Look, I'm your father. Look.
Are you saying look?
Luke.
Look.
Okay.
Luke.
All right, what about you, John?
I don't think he says Luke's name.
So what do you think he says?
I think he just says, I am your father.
Oh, I don't know.
So 2 for Luke and 1
Yeah.
for I am your father. He just says, I am your father. He doesn't say Luke.
Yo, this shit's fucking up my whole life, yo. I'm not happy with this shit.
I can't call myself a fan.
Your
No,
father. Yo, you just outed us, yo. Fucking in the internet, man.
Right.
Fuck. We're gonna look like idiots. Fuck you, Edward.
All right, and going back to last week's episode when you
I'm
said
not playing no more.
you said hello, Clarice, right?
Yeah.
I'm skipping the Lord of the Rings one.
Hey.
It's not relevant to me.
Motherfucker.
So, hello, Clarice. I can't really ask you guys this one, but he doesn't say that in the movie. He said good morning.
What?
How do you... What?
Dude, relax.
I know. That's another one that's just like...
So he says good morning?
How does anyone get hello, Claire? What?
Bro, no, chill. No.
There's no...
And then what does everybody say this the fucking line?
It's the Mandela effect, dude.
I gotta watch this fucking movie.
Oh, here's a good one. Musical one for you, Brian. And for... Well, all you guys love music, but...
Good morning.
So...
Just good morning, Clarice, or just good morning?
Just good morning.
What? No, Clarice?
This is fucking...
Nah,
this is
get out of
weird.
here with that garbage.
So Freddie Mercury, the singer of Queen.
Yeah.
What's their famous song?
A bunch of them.
A bunch of them, bro.
Bohemian Rhapsody?
No, but with the Champions one, right?
We are the champions.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember him belting out "Of the World"? We are the champions.
He does belt it out. Of the world.
So it says like it never happened in the song. However, Freddie does sing the words at the end of the song during the band's Wembley Stadium performance. But in the actual song itself, it's never there.
On the album.
I don't remember Of the World, but...
Interesting. Just more lies.
So, Mr. Rogers, how does the very first line of the Mr. Rogers theme song sound?
I don't remember this.
John? He's the only one like...
Okay, I can give you the beginning part, and you finish it for me. It's a beautiful
day in the neighborhood.
Beautiful day for a neighbor.
So what's the first line? It's a beautiful. Say the rest.
In the neighborhood.
Day in the neighborhood.
What about you?
I never watched that show.
Okay. So we got 2 for Day in the Neighborhood, and it's actually Day in This Neighborhood. Everyone remembers in the neighborhood, though. Number of states, guys?
50.
Gene?
50.
Yeah.
Goddamn 47.
A lot of people.
I was thinking that too.
A lot of people think 51 or 52.
Is it because Puerto Rico? Maybe people think 51 is Puerto Rico, but
Puerto Rico.
Maybe.
But it's 50.
Yeah. That one's not that crazy. And we're on the home stretch now. Just a couple more. Quick one, guys. Sinbad, has he ever played a genie in a movie?
No.
I think he was a pirate, so no.
Shaq did.
Shaq did. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to go with no.
Kazam, right?
You guys are right. He never played a genie in a movie. A lot of people think he did, though. Only you can prevent forest fire. What's that guy's name?
Smokey the Bear?
Yeah.
Yeah, Smokey the Bear.
Smokey.
Universal Smokey the Bear. His name's just Smokey Bear. Everyone thinks it's Smokey the Bear, but it's not.
Smokey Bear.
This next one's kind of bizarre. I tried to play the video. It's like the Tank Man at Tiananmen Square. Am I saying that right? Tiananmen Square. And there's like different contradictory, like people say he got run over by the tank, and then other people say that he ran away from the tank. I tried to click the video, but it was taken down. So
I don't think he got run over. I think he just stood there and probably walked away at some point.
Yeah.
Same.
So
what do they say happened?
Yeah,
it's those two things. Like either he got run over or he ran away, but people swear it up and down different ways.
Or the tank might have just backed up and went around them.
Yeah, if he got ran over, I think it would be more of a forefront.
There'd be a clip of that shit somewhere.
Yeah.
Let me see. And I think that's a good place to end. There's a couple more, but they're kind of like not that great, honestly. Nothing that's like mind-blowing. But if you guys want to see some examples of the Mandela effect, I just suggest you Google it, because you could see a lot of visuals of it, and there's quite a few different examples. We went through about 30 on the show here today. And I would say that it's probably a pretty 50-50 ratio almost, right?
Yeah. Maybe more so in the Mandela effect, I think, though, because I feel like me and Gene got like a lot more wrong.
Yeah. And so that pretty much wraps up our Skepticism 101 episode. And I just want to end the show with one final brief exercise. John, I want to put you on the spot a little bit, as if I haven't done that for the entire episodes of the last couple of weeks. But I want to ask you to participate in a role reversal with us.
Okay.
Where Daddy Bass, myself, and JP will be having a discussion about how skeptical we are about stuff. And you can interject and argue the point of the conspiracy theorist or bold-faced believer.
Okay.
So, guys, aliens, that's so stupid. Like, how would that even be possible?
There's no way. It's just a stupid concept.
It's just for dumb people that got nothing better to do.
Yeah.
And I just think it's ridiculous. What do you think, Gene?
I think it's real.
We're supposed to be skeptical.
I guess you just missed.
Real stupid.
What a bunch of idiots, huh, John?
Oh, you guys are so boring and lame. Let's have some fun and believe in stuff.
All right, guys, you do know that there's no actual Candy Mountain, right?
Sean the non-believer. Sean.
Yeah.
It's so much more fun.
I don't know. I just think it's all ridiculous too. How could you believe in life after death and ghosts?
There's no evidence.
There's no evidence of it. It's just never.
Wait, are you being serious now, or are you still?
It's wishful thinking.
still the exercise.
Are you getting excited?
Nah.
It's getting turned on.
He's like, yo.
Yeah, I mean, just the lights go up, boom, that's it, game over.
They just ground beef, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
put you in the ground.
It was a good exercise. I appreciate it.
No problem.
I think I'm gonna trash the whole last episode and all of this one except for that part, and we're gonna make people think that you turned a new leaf.
Okay, cool.
That's what this was secretly all about. Taking you out of context. No.
Cool. Sounds good, man.
Good luck. All right, guys. Well, thanks again for joining us on the Evil Examine podcast. Remember to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Get your alerts. Check out the Evil Examine website where you can donate on the homepage. We appreciate it. And next week, Gene, what do we have on tap?
We're going to have Out of This World Sex.
Nice. What, you, me, and Brian? John's got to leave for that next one.
Sorry, I missed that.
Yeah.
All right. I mean, I'm game.
I'll leave it at that.
Fuck it, we're doing it live.
Fuck it, we'll do it live.
We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Fucking thing sucks.
Don't hurt yourselves.
We'll be thinking of you, though. Rest assured.
Lube.
All right, guys. And until next time, stay weird.
They're extra-dimensional beings that they are not what they claim to be.
Your life with dignity. Don't lay down with tears and agony. Living, you're looking at death. It only looks. Living is much more difficult.
You know, most of them don't assume you're actually going to kill them. Most of them assume it's a rape or something like that.
It was like anybody was fair game.
It did not matter. Blood is blood. It didn't matter man, woman, child.
At first, they thought it was a pack of savage dogs. But when they looked closer, they knew it was humans.
We left the curse. Say it! We left the curse.
We lit the gates.
A fire and death.
We lit it.
Oh, this is not nice. Judgment! Judgment! Say it!
We lit the curse.
On her?
On her.
Future generations.
Future generations.